It's going to try to collect everyone's minds collectively and see what impact the movie is having on brain activity.
These volunteers are part of an experiment that has never been done on this scale before.
Interesting. Kind of excited to see what's going to happen.
Neuroscientists want to know what happens to the electrical activity inside the brains of large numbers of people when they're hooked up to this device.
People have done this with small groups, but we've never done something at this scale where we can look at thousands, or in this case 1,000 people's brain activities as they're all involved in this same activity.
500 people in Los Angeles and the same number in New York watched this movie, Mind Gamers, at the same time.
3, 2, 1.
While their brain activity is recorded. It is no coincidence the movie explores the benefits and dangers of connecting the brain directly to a computer. It's known as brain-computer interface, a real science researchers are exploring. Cloud technology records how the audience focus changed during the course of the movie, as neuroscientist Mullen shares the collected data on the big screen.
So if we look for a hot colors mean that there was a big increase in focus. And we see some peaks, so for instance we see a peak right around here.
At that point, the audience was watching this scene in which a woman was about to jump off a building. To further illustrate the technology, Mullen asked the New York audience to focus on mentally pushing the yellow ring outward.
It's related to how the entire group is changing their focus state.
Mullen says the future of brain-computer interface technology could lead to brain-to-brain communication and plugging the brain into the cloud, and from there to an internet-connected device.
I think that sooner or later, we're eventually going to move to this point while everything is going to be linked to some big server. We are going to be interconnected regarding of the country we're living, of the citizenships, and it's just going to be, we're all going to be integrated in something bigger. Like the humanity is going to be united.
But some are worried about what this might mean.
I think humans will exploit it. I mean, you're basically, we're losing control of our privacy.
University of Southern California's Todd Richmond says scientists should be aware of the potential dangers of this brain-computer technology.
It's a yin-yang world that we live in, so for every sort of positive capability that you create, there likely is a nefarious or negative outcome, and we have to be conscious about that as we develop these things.
Scientists will be analyzing the data collected here of the brains of different groups of people to better understand how the mind works. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Los Angeles.